News 9 WAOW. We've got you covered.
Facilities, staff, and resources strained at Aspirus because of COVID-19. Thanks for joining us. I'm Melissa Langbeden.
And I'm Phil Aldridge. The healthcare system held a news conference today to talk about where they stand in their battle against coronavirus. News 9's Addison Van Patten is live in the control center with more.
Aspirus Health Systems is pulling back amid the increase of COVID-19 cases throughout central Wisconsin and the impact it's having on the hospitals and clinics. Amid the surge of coronavirus cases in central Wisconsin, Aspirus says its facilities, staff, and resources are strained.
Had about 10 patients throughout the system 3 weeks ago. And today, we could have anywhere from 60 to 80 patients throughout the system with COVID.
The increase of cases results in increased planning and preparation by the hospital, which may include changes in service.
We do have a surge plan that allows us to scale into additional space with additional beds. So we are able to increase our bed capacity to care for the patients, but it may mean that certain electives and certain non-essential procedures have to be delayed in order to free up those beds.
With COVID-19 hospitalizations increasing, people need to keep it running while risking their own health.
And our own staff are suffering the same challenges that everybody else is because they live and work in the same communities. And we have a large number of staff who've gotten sick as well and are out. So we have to be cognizant that this is not purely a bed situation, but also requires a lot from our staff as we have more and more patients.
Marshfield Clinic says challenges are being felt statewide and emphasizes that every positive case is different.
That every time someone gets COVID, it's a roll of the dice. We cannot predict who will have difficult course and who will have an easy course.
Health officials say it's not just the elderly who can become seriously ill.
About 65% of hospitalizations occur in people above the age of 60, but that means 35% occur below the age of 60.
Health officials say they agree central Wisconsin residents need to work together. Haywood says this is a challenge that the community will have to work through as one. Live in the control room, Addison Van Patten, News 9 WAOW.
Thank you, Addison. And today we are learning that 31 staff members and students in the Wausau School District have tested positive for COVID-19 and 180 people have been quarantined. 6 of the cases are from Wausau East and EEA, with 75 people there in quarantine. At Wausau West, 12 people are positive with 61 quarantined. Several other schools in the district also reporting cases. We have the details on our website at WAOW.com. And we are also learning that 97 students and staff within the Athens School District have needed to be quarantined because of the virus. That is the reason that they have opted now for 2 weeks of virtual learning. 83 students and 14 staff members have been quarantined, and according to a release by the district, that number could increase as more people are being tested today. The district says that it hopes to reopen on October 19th.
Wood, Portage, and Marathon counties are reporting more COVID-19 related deaths. In Marathon County, 17 people have died from the virus. Portage County reports 9 deaths and Wood County 7. Statewide, there were 4 more fatalities, along with an additional 1,700 cases, where 81% of those who became sick since the start of the pandemic have recovered. These counties have seen an increase in cases since yesterday. Marathon County was 63 more, Waupaca County 44, Shawano County had an additional 33 cases, Portage County with 31, Lincoln County had 27, Langlade 25, 21 in Vilas County, Oneida County had 20, 18 in Price, and Wood County had 13. You can see the rest of the counties on your screen.
The National Guard will be in north central Wisconsin this week to help an area health department with COVID-19 testing. One team will be at the Lincoln County Jail tomorrow to gather specimens, and that is the only place that they are scheduled to be in north central Wisconsin this week.
A lawsuit filed last Thursday against Governor Tony Evers argues the governor shouldn't be allowed to name businesses with COVID outbreaks. The suit filed by Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce says the Governor's Act constitutes the release of private health information that they argue could lead to the spread of misleading information that could harm Wisconsin businesses.
Many people would wrongly assume that infected employees contracted COVID-19 at the workplace, which is unknowable.
Last Thursday, a Waukesha County court barred the release of that list of temporary businesses.
President Donald Trump has just left Walter Reed Medical Center and is headed back to the White House. He's been hospitalized there since Friday and left the hospital briefly in his car yesterday to wave to supporters gathered outside. The president says he's feeling really good, but doctors say since testing positive last week, the president had a fever and his oxygen levels dropped twice. The president will continue his recovery at the White House.
We had bright sunshine today, but boy, that wind, Tony, was really whipping.
It was quite annoying, actually, if you're outside. I was trying to do some work around the yard, and it was just pulling those leaves right up into your face. Check out this view here with the temperatures, and notice how it's not too bad yet. We're in the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees across much of central and northern Wisconsin, so pretty close to normal today. The winds, though, still pretty ferocious out of the south-southwest, around 13 to 15 miles an hour, sustained with some gusts up into the 20s. Well, here's a spectacular fall photo taken last evening from a drone over Mosinee Hill. This is captured by Keith Rosentreader of Rib Mountain. Just spectacular. And in Rhinelander right now, kind of breezy yet. The flag is still blowing pretty good, but clear skies. In Wausau, about the same story. Well, let's go ahead and check out the satellite radar. Now, there is a little bit of front on the way. It'll bring a few clouds to the area tonight, but we're not expecting any of this rain to really cause any issues. Mostly clear for the Packer game over in Green Bay. Breezy, about 53 degrees at kickoff with that gusty southwest wind. We'll drop into the 40s later tonight. Get the full forecast coming up.
Okay, thanks, Tony. New tonight at 6 as we move into the final weeks before the November election. The race for Wisconsin's 3rd congressional district is heating up. News 9's Natalie Sapila spoke with Derek Van Orden, the Republican candidate for the 3rd congressional seat.